program, Selling Your House 101. Janet has lived in Bartlesville all her life and is a licensed broker associate. She has been selling real estate at RE/MAX for over 20 years and has a passion for helping people with their real estate needs. Today, she will be giving us pointers on best practices and tips for selling our homes. And I'd like to turn it over to Janet.
Hi, good afternoon. The library has asked for me to come today and kind of explain a little about if you would like to put your home on the market and what are your first steps. So this is just my opinion, is what I do with my clients. Other realtors might have other opinions. But first of all, you need to clean your house like the most important guest in the world is coming to your house, because they are important guests. They are the ones that are going to be buying your home. So you need to start from top to bottom. Pick a room, start at the ceiling, dust the ceiling fans, dust the light fixtures, go to your closets, wipe off all the walls on your room and your closets, and just slowly move down to the floor. Make sure you look for fingerprints. You might want to get some new curtains, nothing expensive, maybe a new bedspread, something to brighten that up and make it clean. So it's a welcoming place and the people can see, your new buyers can see things in your home. You want to declutter. All of us have little things laying around that we need to put up. Mine is my mantle when you walk in the door. Paperwork, newspapers, mail, everything goes on that mantle and it looks terrible. So walk around your home and declutter. Declutter your closets, declutter your cabinets. If you have a cabinet that you pull up and all your Tupperware and keep bowls fall out, that needs to be decluttered as well. People will be looking through your homes. They will be opening your cabinets. They will be opening your closets. A lot of them don't like to because they feel like they're prying, but you need to have it clean and spotless. So a lot of people ask me, do I need to get inspections before I list my house? You can if you'd like to. They cost you about $450 to get a home inspector out. That kind of lets you know things you might have to fix. But I also suggest that you go around your house and you fix the small things. Fix the light switches that you have to flip twice. Fix the drain that doesn't always drain quick. Or maybe you have a hose sprayer in the kitchen sink that doesn't spray wine. Try and fix all the little things first. Put your switch covers on your light plates, on your plug-in outlets. Wash your windows. Do everything you can to make your house as shiny as possible. Big items. If your roof is over 7 years old, your realtor should have a roofer that they can call for free to come out and give you an inspection on your roof. Maybe you've had a hailstorm that you didn't think impacted your roof and now your roof needs to be replaced. I can assure you the buyer will be getting a roof inspection. So it would be wise if you do it beforehand, just so you'll know that your roof's okay, it passed inspection. You could even provide that inspection to your buyer. So that will help them with their cost. Let's see, I'm trying to think what else. Clean, declutter. The first 2 weeks your home is on the market is when your best buyers are going to come through. And they're going to be picky. They're going to look through everything. They want to be able to see their items in your home. These are normally pre-approved buyers, ready to buy. They've been looking on the market and there's nothing on there yet. So they're going to be seeing your home to see if it's a good fit for them. So you want to, if you have, well, I'll give you an example. I have a huge chest or hutch from my grandmother. It's full of stuff. It's in our smallest bedroom and it takes up one whole wall. I don't want to get rid of it because I love it. But if I were to list my home, I would need to move that chest because the buyers could not come in and walk through. They wouldn't see how big the closets are. They wouldn't notice how big that room really is because of this massive piece of furniture sitting in it. So if you have a lot of furniture, if you have a lot of knickknacks, you need to pack them, put them away, get a storage unit, even pack them nicely in the garage so that when buyers come in, they can see your home. They can place their furniture. They can see if their TV fits. Do they have to buy more furniture to fill up your house? They need to look at your home. Okay, so big items. I always have people ask me, should I get new carpet? Should I paint the blue room? Should I recounter the kitchen top? You really need to talk to your realtor. If those repairs will get you more money for your home, it might be a good thought to go ahead and do it. If it's not going to get you any more money and you've just spent $10,000 to make your home a really, really nice home, but you're still going to have the same price, I wouldn't do those repairs. But there again, your realtor should be able to talk to you and let you know that. Pets. We all love our pets. We love our cats. We love our dogs. We don't love the smell they leave in the house. So if you have animals and your home is on the market, please make sure that you've arranged for those animals to be kept in cages or taken for a walk or taken for a car ride when a client comes to look at your home. The last thing we want to do is hear a yapping dog or a dog that's jumping on you all the time. Not only does that turn a lot of buyers off, they will not stay in the home and they won't find things that they might love about it. They'll be in a hurry to go. So, you need to be aware of smells in your home. Dirty diapers, empty trash, a drain that just kind of smells moldy mildew, or pet smells. All those need to be taken care of before you show your home as much as you possibly can. Please do not overkill your house with fresheners, the plug-ins in every room or the heavy spraying of fresheners. So many people are allergic and very sensitive to those items. And there again, you might have a great home, but if I can't get that buyer past that front door smell, they're not going to even notice your home. So you have to make sure your home is clean, smells good. A little bit of vanilla on a pie tin in the oven is wonderful. Bake a batch of cookies. So we've gone through all the smells. We've gone through decluttering, washing the windows, washing your blinds. Just do it everywhere. And it might take you a while. It might take you months. If you're going to put your house on the market this spring, start now. Start decluttering, start cleaning, and then contact your realtor. From that point, your realtor will be able to tell you what is left that you need to do. Do you need to paint that bright purple bedroom? Should you get new carpet? Is it going to be of any value to you? They're going to tell you if you need to fix things, and they're going to talk to you about pricing your home. One of the most important things we do is price a home. We pull what we call comps, which are comparable properties which have sold within a mile radius of your home within the last 6 months. Those are comparable properties that when your buyer gets a loan, the bank orders an appraisal, those properties, you have to have comparable properties to meet that value. So you might think your home is worth $250,000 because the neighbor down the street got that much for theirs 2 years ago. But in today's market, it's only worth $150,000 because the other homes that have sold around it have been in that price range. So it's up to your realtor to prepare the comparable properties for you, show you what they are, and then you and your realtor decide what price you want to list your home at. Things change every 6 months. Right now, or even before, 2020 has not been a normal year for any of us. The real estate market is included in that. We normally have at least 300 homes on the market. Currently today, we only have 65. So that is a huge drop. We need homes to sell. But as a seller, you need to have a home to go to if you're going to put your home on the market. Part of selling your home is to have a really good plan of where you're going. We don't want to list your home. You get an offer tomorrow, you have to be out in 30 days, and you don't have a plan. So, are you going to move to another house? Do you already have it under contract? Do you own it? Are you moving out of town? Are you going to rent? Are you going to live in your camper? You need to have a plan as to where you're going to go when we get an offer on that home. So we've got your house clean. You've contacted a realtor. They're pricing the home for you, and now you're going to put it on the market. You will have papers to fill out. You'll have a listing agreement with your realtor. You'll have an Oklahoma state disclosure, which means you put everything on there that you know about your home. The roof was put on 10 years ago. I replaced the heater 5 years ago. I don't know if the dishwasher works because I've never used it. There's a whole bunch of questions on there. And while you're filling that out, if you have any questions, reach out to your realtor. They'll be more than glad to help you. Also, anything built prior to 1978, federal law requires that you fill out a lead-based paint form. That form just simply states, do you know you have lead-based paint? Have you ever tested for lead-based paint? And do you have any records? You can answer yes or no, whatever's appropriate for your home. The buyer has to be aware of lead-based paint. So we priced your home, we've got your realtor, we filled out the disclosures. The realtor will come take pictures of your home or have someone come take pictures of your home. Pictures can be deceiving, so be careful. You know, sometimes wide angles shows a really big home and then the buyers get in there and it's a really tiny room. But just your realtor will know what's best for you in your home. So it's on the market. Most realtors will put a key lock on your home so that other realtors can either make an appointment with you if the home is occupied, go in, use the key box, and get in and walk around the home. We try really, really hard to be safe and watch our clients. Sometimes, you might have a house full of people with children or whatever. Please put your valuables up. Don't leave them laying out on the cabinet. If you have any guns, I ask that they be locked in a cabinet or way out of reach where no one can reach them. Don't leave money laying around. Don't leave personal items laying around that you might want missed. I've never had anything stolen from a house, but I always tell my clients the same thing. Be careful. Almost all the people we bring through have been pre-approved that we have already been working for. So even though they're strangers to you, they're not really strangers to us. We know their phone numbers, we know where they work, we know their email addresses. We usually have friends in common, and we know their children. So even though they're strangers, they're really not. We have a pretty good sense of who they are. So after the buyer looks through your home, if it's an offer, if it's a home that they like, one that they would like to purchase, they will make an offer. So this goes back to the pricing. Most homes that are ready on the market will sell within that first 2 weeks. Just because you get a full price offer the second day on the market does not mean you listed your house for too little. It just means you were prepared, you had a good price on it, and I would suggest that you visit with your realtor and really entertain that offer. So some other things that are important while you're in this process that, it's so hard. You have to live in that home while it's being shown to the public. So that means you have to be extra diligent. You have to make the beds, keep the clothes off the floor, keep the trash picked up, keep it smelling good. But you need to do that because if a buyer's in town and they want to see your home and we call for an appointment and it's not show ready, you've just lost a potential buyer. And that's not something we want to do. Our goal is to get your home sold for the most money in the shortest amount of time. Make your house easy to show. If it's occupied, great. What we usually do is call, other realtors call the listing realtor who's working for you to make an appointment. We ask for an hour's notice. We can't always do that, but we try. So be flexible, have everything picked up when you get up in the morning so that if someone calls, you can leave that home with your pets or make arrangements for your pets so we can get buyers in there. The more buyers we get in, the better chance of selling your home. When you leave your house for a showing, turn on the lights, open the windows, make it smell good. Not over, but just make sure it smells good. Empty the trash, put the pets up. If you have a security alarm, it's nice if you turn it off and then you can turn it back on when you get home. It just makes it easier for us so we're not running through the house looking for that pad with your code. So we always ask for feedback from showings. If people show my listings, then I ask for that realtor to let me know, what do their clients think? What did they think? When your realtor brings you feedback, pay attention to that feedback. Some people just might not like the color, or they might not like the way it's set up. But, you know, if you get a continuous feedback over and over about the same item, you know you're probably going to have to fix that item or you're going to have to lower the price. So pay attention to the feedback, pay attention to your realtor to tell you what to price your home, because you might have to adjust that. So just keep in mind, it's pretty easy to sell your home. You just have to clean it, get it ready, make it sparkle for your most favorite guests, and trust your realtor to help you out. So are there any questions?
You talked about what to do inside the house. So I don't think, so if you could elaborate on what to do about outside the house for curbside appeal or.
Sure, I missed that outside the house. I'm sorry. Clean your yard. Get the shrubs out of it. Get the trash out of it. Get the old dog bed that's been laying there for 2 years. Pick up the basketballs. Pick up the toys. Most of all, please pick up the dog poop, because there's nothing worse than walking with a client in the backyard and you have a really big dog. So you might want to make that daily. But trim your bushes back from the house. You know, let the beauty of the brick or the house be shown. Mulch your flower beds. Clean them up. You might even plant, but summertime, plant some fresh flowers. If it's more wintertime, get a really pot of colorful winter flowers and set it on the front porch. Get rid of your patio furniture if it's old and ragged. You know, just put one nice pretty chair out there. Make it warm, make it inviting. That's really the most important thing.
Now, if I have like there's some favorite home feature, like maybe a favorite light fixture, can I take it with me?
Sure you can. I have people all the time that have their great aunt's light fixture that was given to them. You just need to let your realtor know that something in that home is special to you. It's very hard to take built-in items out, but you can exchange light fixtures. You know, tell them you're going to take that one, but you're going to replace it with another light fixture. You can take just about anything out of your home as long as you disclose it before and you and the buyer agree on it. One of the things we're doing right now, our TV mounts are staying with the home. So if you have a mounted television, plan on leaving that mount. Number one, they're pretty heavy and they're drilled into that wall, and it's hard to match the paint when you pull them out and you have a huge hole where everything's been in there. So that's standard where you're leaving the TV mounts. Your garage remote, the controllers, they need to stay. Don't take them with you, okay? Trying to think of mirrors that are on the wall. Bathroom mirrors, bedroom mirrors. If they're part of the furniture, that's okay. But if they are on the wall, a mirror, it needs to stay, unless it's a little, a little tiny one. But anything that you are going to remove, that needs to be disclosed to your realtor so she can disclose it to the public and on the MLS.
So if there's some stained glass windows, keep them.
No, I actually had a woman who, when we sold her house, those were made by her mother, and she said, I will remove the stained glass windows and I will replace it with windows. That was what up front. Anything that's known up front, it's okay.
You talk about little things to fix and big things to fix. Are there certain home improvement projects that would make my house more valuable than other home improvement projects?
Kitchen and bathroom remodels always make more money, updates. But there again, if you're getting ready to sell your home, you probably don't want to do that. And that's why it's real important to talk to your realtor about what improvements she thinks will get you money. I mean, you can do a bathroom remodel, but you're in a neighborhood that's not going to hold that value. So there's no reason in spending $20,000 to update a bathroom, and then you only get $5,000 out of it. New carpet helps, wood floors helps. I mean, all that helps it to sell. It just doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get more money.
I've heard that when I'm selling my house, that there's going to be some cost for me to sell my house. What are some of what costs can I expect?
Okay, there are costs. Realtors charge a commission fee. That's negotiable. It's not set by anybody. Companies have their policies, but it's a negotiable fee. So talk to your realtor. I usually charge 6% is what my commission rate is. You're also going to have, because we are an abstract state, you have to pay to bring your abstract up to date. That could be anywhere to $400 to $700, depending the last time. Abstract is a big book if you don't know what it is, from the beginning of dirt till now when you own your home. I mean, and they're so interesting to read. They have Indian territory, they have a whole bunch of old laws. But if you lose that, it's very expensive to rebuild. And currently in the state of Oklahoma, you must have an abstract. Most people leave those abstracts at either Southern Abstract or Musselman Abstract. Those are our two current abstract companies in town for storage. But a lot of people take them. A lot of people take them and put them in their home, and then they pass away, and their grandkids inherit the home. They don't know what this book is, and they throw it away, and they go to sell the home, and it's going to cost them maybe $1,500 to build that abstract. So it's really important that you hang on to that. So you're going to have that cost. You have taxes that you have to pay, not on capital gains, but you pay 75 cents for every $500 that you sell your home for. So that's a tax. You have filing fees, deed fees. So you're probably, if there's not a lender involved, you can probably, as a seller, well, you're going to have commission too. So, yeah, you're going to have some fees. You just need to go over with your realtor as to what those fees are.
And there's closing costs as well?
That is closing costs. That's what we consider closing costs. Seller has closing costs, buyer has closing costs. Buyer pays for all their closing fees, abstracting their money down, the attorney for reading their abstract to show them that they have a clear title. They pay their own fees. So when you have a buyer coming and they're saying, will you pay my closing fees? They are asking for your help to pay some of their closing because they don't have the money. They don't have the money to pay it. So they have theirs, you have yours, and they can both be expensive.
And an abstract is just like a record of the history of the house and
Yes.
property to know.
From the beginning of dirt, who owned that house, any judgments were put on that house, anytime the deed changed, anytime anything happened. That it's a really interesting. And right now, one of our companies here are putting them all online, and they're giving you your abstract, so you can take it home and read it because now it's going to be on their online base.
If someone has died in the house, is that something that needs to be disclosed?
You do not have to disclose that automatically. However, buyers have a right to put in writing and present it to your realtor, to present it to you if someone has died in the home. If there's been a violent crime in the home, if you know how that person died. If you have knowledge, that doesn't mean that 4 owners ago said their mom died at some point in that home. You don't know when that was, you know nothing about it, and it's just hearsay. Excuse me. If you have knowledge that someone has died in that home, or that there has been a violent crime in that home, you need to fill that out, but only when asked in writing. That's not a law that you're required up front.
Now, are there any pointers if it's not a good market to sell my house? Are there any pointers to kind of push it in a
It's
market
always
so
a good market. Somebody's always buying houses, and like I said, right now it's a great market to put your home on and get it sold. We have buyers out there that cannot find homes. Homes are going in 1 day, 2 days if they're in the right shape. If you follow my kind of plan, clean, organize, make it sparkle, easy to show, homes are going to sell. The bad thing is, where are you as a seller going to go? So, that's real difficult if there's not a lot of homes for you to upgrade to because there's no homes on the market. And I think personally the reason for a lot of that is builders aren't building because materials are so high from all the hurricanes, all the COVID, materials are high. It's really expensive to build a home. So what their cost would be to build, they couldn't pass it on. Nobody could afford to buy their homes. So we don't have new homes. We don't have homes for first-time buyers to move into. Now they're second-time buyers. So we don't have any first-time buyers to move into the second buyer's home. There's just no, hopefully that'll ease up. Hopefully things will get better. But if you have an extra house you want to sell, now would be a great time because they're selling quick, sometimes even before they hit the market.
You mentioned about home inspectors. What's the best time to bring in? Should I bring in a home inspector before I sell the house?
You can bring a home inspector before you sell the house. If you really think you have something wrong and you think you're going to have a lot of items to fix, I think that's a good reason to bring in a home inspector before, so you can fix those items. Chances are, the buyer might bring in their own home inspector, even if you've done it, but it kind of gives you a head up. Or if you know an electrician or a plumber, you know what things don't work in your home most of the time, unless it's a hidden defect that you just didn't know about. But you can do that. Otherwise, you can just wait till the buyer brings an inspector through and do the repairs at that time. You have that right as well.
And don't they have where people are appraisers, home appraisers?
No, there are appraisers, and that appraisers are who the bank orders. So you go and you apply for a loan. The bank wants to make sure that their investment that they're buying is worthy of that price. So they hire an appraisal. They each have their own appraisal. They hire an appraiser to come out, and he will do what we talked about the first, that your realtor should do. Comparable properties that have sold in the neighborhood within the last 6 months. He will base your current market value on those homes. So, and then go back to the bank and say the home is worth X amount of money. We hope it makes contract value, but here lately I've had a few that have not met contract value just because of the pricing that's going on. But that's why it's so important to price your home correctly. That you talk with your realtor, you look over those comparables, and you figure out what a good and fair price would be for your home. So, yeah, sorry, any more questions, or is that okay? So just kind of, to close it up, clean. Get everything looking like your best company's coming. Make your house easy to show. If a realtor really likes to see your home, show your home because it's easy, it's clean, you're going to get more showings. It's just human. So ask for feedback. And if you have any questions, get a hold of your realtor. Find your realtor. There's a lot of us good ones out there. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Janet, for coming here and sharing your expertise with us today. And thank you for tuning into our program. Visit our website for more current and upcoming programs. Thank you.